Hello. Welcome back to this part 2 video and answering the test question, uh, probability test question about tossing a quarter. What's the probability of landing tails 4 times in a row? So we need to understand, right? We're talking about a coin. There's a head side, there's a tail side, right? So you need to understand, I'm going to show you that here. One coin toss would equal 1/2 of the probability of it landing on the tail side, right? So just one time of you tossing that coin up in the air is equal to 1/2 probability. Okay, so we were asked in the test question about the probability of 4 coin tosses, not one, but 4 coin tosses, right? So I wanted to show you how 1/2 is equal to 0.50, right? Every fraction's a division problem. 1 divided by 2. You end up with 0.50. You convert that to a percent by moving the decimal 2 places to the right, adding the symbol, and now you have a percentage. Watch my videos on fraction to decimal to percents. I will explain that so it's crystal clear. So for each toss, you have 1/2 of a chance of it landing on tails. All right, that's our probability. So now we're going to use the algebraic expression in order to simplify and come up with an answer. All right. So if we have each time we toss the coin, it's a 1/2 probability. So we're going to toss that coin 4 times. And so that's going to be 1/2 to the exponential power of 4. What does that mean? Well, 1/2 to the 4th power is 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. Check out my videos on exponents. Okay, I made a bunch of videos on exponent rules. I explain what are exponents. That will clarify if this is new to you, okay? So 1/2 times itself 4 times. And that's what you're seeing here down below. All right? 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 is equivalent to 1/2 to the 4th power. All right? And you need to know when you multiply with fractions, we're going to multiply top to top to top and bottom to bottom to bottom. All right? What does that mean? Well, what's 1 times 1 times 1 times 1? That's 1. What's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? It's a little trickier, but I'm going to show you here how to break that down. All right. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So I have a 1 in the numerator, the top part of the fraction. I have a 16 in the bottom part of the fraction. Our answer, if you go back to that part 1 video, is C. 1 over 16, 1/16, or 1 to 16 chances of flipping that coin toss and having that land on tails 4 times in a row, each and every time. Now, you want to convert this into a percentage because sometimes they may give you this as a percentage answer. Please watch my videos. I showed you a little bit earlier that's a key. You turn this fraction into a decimal, then you turn that decimal into a percent. Okay. Let me go over and let me show you some of the internet search that you can conduct in order to practice these new skills, right? So internet search worksheets or worksheet problems with answers on understanding probability odds, converting fractions into decimals into percents. You want to practice those skills. Determining odds and probability of coin tosses. There's a bunch of problems out there, a bunch of worksheets with answers. Check those answers. If you got them right, keep doing it. You're doing a great job. If you got them wrong, look through your steps. Figure out what you did wrong, okay? Multiplying fraction values would be another helpful practice worksheet. You can work on your skills. Of course, watch the videos I've mentioned in these 2-part videos in answering this test question. Remember, math is easy. Take it step by step. If I have helped you, please help me to help others. Follow, like, share these videos, and subscribe.